Hi, I'm Dr. Phil Strevey, and welcome to our video blog. Today I'd like to spend a little bit of time talking with you about a question that I get asked a lot, and that is, how do I get whiter teeth without spending a fortune? And let me tell you, as a dentist, we all love to help people get whiter teeth and help them look more beautiful or more handsome, more attractive, more pleasing smile. But there's different ways of going about doing that. And some can be quite costly, and some don't have to be costly at all. So as a dentist that likes to help people enhance their smile, which I think also enhances their image of themselves, I think that it can definitely improve people's self-esteem, and in a way that doesn't necessarily have to cost you a lot of money. Now, to whiten teeth, one thing that people can do is to they think that they can brush their teeth harder, or use a certain toothpaste or something like that, and that doesn't really have a much of an effect. Now, if you have a lot of stain and things like that, you need to get your teeth professionally cleaned for sure, and that will certainly whiten your teeth. But beyond that, there are other opportunities. The first thing that's very important to do is to have a complete exam. That your teeth need to be evaluated to make sure that there's not any fillings that are broken down or leaking. You certainly don't want any decay. You have to look and see if there's some intrinsic or within staining within the tooth that is something that's going to be hard to try to get control of. People that maybe had tetracycline stain or something like that, that's a little bit harder to deal with. But once the exam's done and fillings are taken care of, or decay is taken care of, or there is none, then we kind of have a green light to really evaluate and look and see what can we do to whiten people's teeth. And certainly on the more costly side, crowns and veneers can be done. And sadly, I see in a lot of our trade journals, I see situations where patients had really good solid teeth. Granted, they may have been malformed a little bit and maybe a little bit darker, but I've seen all kinds of situations where they've had crowns, veneers on teeth that I feel that they really didn't need to. I think certainly just lightening up teeth could probably have really enhanced that patient's smile. So one thing that we can do here at Strevey Dental is to do a at-home bleaching, and it's kind of a combination bleaching here and at home. What we can do is we can make some custom trays that are very thin, transparent, custom trays that fit your teeth very, very precisely. And then we can give you some bleaching material, and we can show you how to use that, make sure these trays fit very comfortably, and then on a daily basis you can go in there and you can whiten your teeth. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to be a gradual thing, and people's teeth will just lighten up every day that they do that. Now, there's different levels of concentration of the whitening material, and depending upon your lifestyle, whether you want to whiten for longer periods of time or for shorter periods of time, whatever works out with your schedule, and we'll discuss all that and try to figure out what would be the easiest for you. But gradually over time, and probably over a period of a couple of weeks or so, we would have you do this whitening material. And then you could come back, and one thing that then helps to boost that is what we call the actual boost whitening, and that's where we actually isolate the teeth and we put on some bleaching material, and it's a little bit stronger concentration, and we leave that on there for about 20 minutes, and then we rinse it off, and then we apply another application, and that really helps to boost the whitening process. And then people can go back then to their home and go ahead and do some more bleaching with the trays. We have found that to be very effective and a wonderful way of lightening your teeth without having to spend a fortune. Just doing that whole process is less than doing one crown or one veneer. So when the teeth are in a good, pleasing position, they have a good smile line, they don't have a need for orthodontically moving teeth around, then that's a great opportunity to go in there and just lighten up teeth. Like I said, we have to definitely do a initial examination, a very comprehensive examination, to make sure that the foundation of the teeth and the fillings, if there are any present, that they're all in good shape. But once we do that, then we've got the green light to go ahead and whiten or brighten your smile. And another question that some people ask me is, what about the light that some offices have? Well, the research has shown that the lights don't really do anything other than warming up your teeth and drying out your teeth and causing a little bit increased sensitivity with that. So when we do that boost procedure here at the office, we don't use a light with that, a high concentrated light. We just let the whitening material do its job naturally. And it's just a wonderful way of helping to lighten up your teeth. So if you're interested, just let us know, and we'd be happy to help you achieve that whiter, brighter smile that you might have always wanted. Thanks so much.